guys, this is John. Welcome to Youth Leader Reacts here. We're going to be reacting to a really cool video today called Demons by Hayley Kiyoko. And you may be thinking, this isn't quite a Christian video. And you're right, it's not a Christian video, but this has been requested. And it's also really interesting just kind of looking at the themes that kind of different non-Christian music has and being able to take a look at it. And we're going to watch it. We're going to take a listen to it. This may sound really familiar, especially for all my Loki fans out there. This was, I believe, the song they used for the opening of the third episode of Loki. So this is part of the reason we're reacting to it, as it's very relevant in the TV series, but also relevant in what we're seeing in the world right now, and this really big desire for self-actualization, which we'll see here a little bit in the video. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to get into this video here, and we're going to stop and kind of pause here and take a look here at the video here today.
In the water, I don't like the flavor, I don't like the taste, searching for Nirvana.
So first big thing I want to point out here is Nirvana. What is Nirvana? Nirvana, excuse me. It's not the 90s band that you may be thinking about that she's talking about here. She's talking about the quest here for finding that true inner peace. And polytheism, they talk a lot about nirvana, meaning if you have belief in multiple different gods, and a lot of times like natural being and naturalist type gods, a lot of them will center in on nirvana being like that self place of just inner peace. And that place for polytheists is very similar to what monotheists, or people who believe in one God, would view to their equivalent as being heaven. Let's go and continue to take a look here at this.
Something that'll take it all away from me. Don't bother me, my misery. It's holding me, won't let me speak. Please forgive me, I've got demons in my head. Please forgive me, I've got demons in my head. Trying to eat me, trying to feed me lies until I'm dead. Please forgive me, I've got demons in my head. It's creeping in, it's gonna get me by the end of the night. I'm sinking deeper, still I'm reaching for the end of the light. Burning in the lava. You can go and pray this type of pain away.
Interesting line there. She just mentions you can't go and pray this type of pain away. I think it's very sad if someone gets to a spot like this to where they can't believe and they don't have that faith. But also she goes back to, if you're a Christian, why do you have that faith in Jesus that you have? We know based off of Jesus' track record that we've seen biblically and historically that he can take pain away, pains that demons inflict. We see this all across the Gospels, to where Jesus, and even a little bit in the New Testament too, to where we see the apostles go in and they pray out and cast demons out too. So I think that's unfortunate that Hayley Kiyoko believes that she can't be in the spot to where she can't pray, and she doesn't have that strong relationship with Christ that a lot of people out there need, and also shows us kind of the need for Jesus out there as well.
Don't bother me, my misery. It's holding me, won't let me speak. Please forgive me, I've got demons in my head. Please forgive me, I've got demons in my head. Trying to eat me, trying to feed me lies until I'm dead. Please forgive me, I've got demons in my head.
So there, guys, right there is Demons by Hayley Kiyoko. Something that's interesting to kind of be thinking about here too is she mentions a lot how she has demons that are just kind of circling, putting thoughts in her head. My question for her is just kind of, what is she doing about these? Is she just letting the demons kind of, or these thoughts linger in her head, or is she trying to do something about them? That's just something that kind of popped in my head as we were listening to that song here together. But just kind of, it's curious to think, and from a youth leader perspective, or if you're in someone in ministry and you know that someone may like Hayley Kiyoko is going through something like this, who has demons or some type of just really impulsive and really just kind of consistent lies that are searching in their head. And we all have moments and all times to where we're going to have just thoughts that continue to just push in our heads that are negative thoughts. But how are you actually going to change that? Are we just going to stay and be content with just those lies and let it be normalized? Or are we going to seek a change? Or are we going to seek action on it too? And if you're having conversations with teenagers about it, if you're in youth ministry like myself, the best thing you can always start to is go and seek God and seek counsel in those situations. Whether it's you should seek God first, and then maybe seek someone who's been in a situation like that before in their life, to where they've had these quote unquote demons in their head, as she mentions here in the song. And I think it's important that above everything else, go and seek God, ask the Holy Spirit for help in this area, because he's always going to be your best guidance in these situations and your best counselor in these situations as well. But this is a really interesting song. We're seeing a lot of this kind of pop up in pop culture right now, to where it's a lot of this self-actualization, a lot of this thoughts on, I just can't get this stuff out of my head. And the reason why this is popping up is because if people don't have that strong relationship with Jesus, you're going to continually just be ravaged by the ways of the world and by the ways of the devil. Not to say Christians aren't at times. Christians definitely can be, because Christians are not perfect. Christians are human beings like everyone else. But it definitely will take a toll on you, because if you don't have that relationship, you're just not going to be able to have that relationship and not have that person to go to, being Jesus, to help relieve you of those things, especially when it becomes overwhelming. I had a great time here watching this with you guys. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Please make sure to take a look at our other videos, and thank you guys for watching.